Don't be surprised if the Detroit Lions trade Jameson Williams during the 2025 NFL Draft. That's the headline coming from Mike Payton with A to Z Sports, and articles that we like to reference a lot here on the channel. And I want to get you guys' opinion. I thought it was pretty interesting. Now, those of you who may not know, Jameson Williams is heading into year 4, which means that the Detroit Lions have to pick up his 5th-year option by May 1st. Now, from the making of this video, we are a little over a week from the draft, and we are about 2.5 weeks out from the NFL deadline for picking up 5th-year options. There have only been a few from that 2022 draft class in the first round, and Jameson Williams has not been picked up yet. There's been a few trades. There's been, I know Derek Stingley, I believe, had an extension, which essentially got his 5th-year option picked up. Kayvon Thibodeau, who we made a video about a few days ago, his 5th-year option wasn't picked up either. Now, there's been some rumblings, and they're increasing, that Kayvon Thibodeau could be a trade candidate for during the NFL draft. Now, we did see the Detroit Lions trade away DeAndre Swift after drafting Jahmyr Gibbs in 2023, so I wouldn't put it past. And if the Giants take Abdul Carter 3rd overall, then that means that we know for a fact that, or I will strongly believe that Kayvon Thibodeau is getting traded, because they already have Brian Burns. They signed him to a monster deal, or traded for him, and he already had that monster deal. One or the other, I can't remember. But would the Detroit Lions trade away Jameson Williams? Now, he's under contract for year 4, no doubt about it. I want to say he's making a couple $1 million. He would probably make, let's go to over the cap real quick, and let's look at his projected 5th-year option salary. Jameson Williams is pretty much stuck with the lowest, the basic compensation for year 1. If you look right here at $15.5 million or so, you look for Aiden Hutchinson. Aiden Hutchinson would have been paid $25 million had he not been hurt, because he definitely would have made more than one Pro Bowl. He would have made the Pro Bowl this year. So Jameson Williams did not make any Pro Bowls. Remember, he was actually excluded from the Pro Bowl voting last year due to the suspension. I believe it might have been the year before that as well. And his play time has been very, he hasn't played enough. So it doesn't look like he's going to get anything more than the $15 million. With that being the case, Brad Holmes said at the NFL league meeting that Jameson Williams, that they were looking to not extend him, but to pick up that 5th-year option. Now, I think that the Detroit Lions are going to pick up the 5th-year option. I think, honestly, unless you got offered a deal you couldn't refuse, you would have to consider, you would have to keep him on the team. He's here year 4. He's going to be cheap. And even for a skill set like his, year 5, paying him $15 million, I don't think that that's too bad of a deal. Now, him being extended, that's a different story. I think that right now, the reason we haven't heard Aiden Hutchinson being extended is because, or his 5th-year option, because his will be added in whatever extension he's going to get. And yes, he's going to get an extension. So we should probably hear about that sometime soon, even if they have to pick up his 5th-year option and then extend him later. But what about Jameson Williams? Put it in the comment section right now. This is a safe space. Believe it or not, I know a lot of y'all clap back at me, but this is a safe space to talk about anything Detroit Lions. So put in the comment section right now, would you trade Jameson Williams in the 2025 NFL draft? Now, let's take a look at Mike Payton and his compensation, what he said that he would do. All right, so what would you trade Jameson Williams for? The Lions would get pick 88 and pick 94, and the Jacksonville Jaguars would get Jameson Williams. Now, that's pretty intriguing. So we would get an extra 3rd-round pick. So we would have that means that we would have pick 28, pick 60, pick 88 and 101, and pick 194, which is probably a 5th-round pick, somewhere around there, or maybe a 6th, probably a 6th. And the Jacksonville Jaguars would get Jameson Williams. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Now, I know a lot of this has come a speculation, or kind of because we haven't picked up his 5th-year option, and the Detroit Lions actually brought in a receiver for a 30 visit. So we'll probably be talking about that in a later video. But Jameson Williams being traded, would you trade him for that package? I don't know. It is intriguing. It's intriguing but here's the way I look at it. I mean, for me, I don't know. The Jacksonville Jaguars already picked up Trayvon Walker. Picked up his 5th-year option, so he might be a trade candidate too, but maybe they're probably not. But if I'm Brad Holmes, this is the way I'm looking at it. I sit down. First of all, in order for me to trade him, you have to make me an offer I can't refuse. Like real, it has to be an offer I can't refuse. So that is a 3rd-round pick. If we bump that up to a 2nd, would you trade Jameson Williams? But I have to see where this receiver would go that we brought in the other day. I have to take a look and see. I didn't look. But for me, what I would do if I was Brad Holmes, I would sit down and I would have a conversation with Jameson Williams. I say, look, JMO, we're not going to extend you this year. We're going to pick up your 5th-year option. We're not going to extend you. If you want to be paid an extension, we can definitely discuss it next year, because right now we got to extend Aiden Hutchinson. So let's have a conversation. You go out there, you get me 1,500 yards, or you have a season like you had. You got to get me between 12 and 1,500. You cannot get suspended. You cannot, I would limit him to a couple penalties per game, like a couple just dumb penalties, not like tit for tat, but dumb penalties. No suspensions at all. You cannot be suspended for anything. You have to show me that you've grown up. You cannot be suspended for anything. Not one thing. Stay out of trouble on and off the field. Ball out. Get me between 1,200 and 1,500 yards. Get me a handful of whatever the touchdowns is. And let's talk after next year. And if I'm Jameson Williams, that's what I want to do. Because if you try to give me something now, as far as extension, you're going to lowball me, right? Probably. Because, I mean, honestly, would it be a lowball? No. If you were to extend Jameson Williams right now, where would you put him? How much money would you give Jameson Williams right now? Let me see if I can pull this up, because I want to go to Spot Track and see what is the salary of, like, where's Jameson Williams at right now, and what is like the salary of a receiver in his. Let me see. Let's go and figure this thing out. So put in the comment section, what would you offer? Okay, well, let's go to NFL. Then we're going to bring up, we want to know. See, one thing about when you blow up the pages, especially with Spot Track, man, it's kind of annoying because you can't see the players. Okay, rankings. Let's see what's going on here. All right, so let's go to wide receiver position. Usually I have this stuff already pulled out. All right, so let's see what we can find out. Let's do this right. Not that side. Okay, while that's working itself out. Okay, contract value, full ranks. We know that Jamar Chase just got paid. Okay, so here is, where does Jameson Williams land? Let's see. J-Mo is all the way down here. Let's see, where is he at? He should be way down. Because is this the whole? Okay, so this is the entire contract. Let's go to Detroit. See if we can pull up J-Mo. All right, so Jameson Williams, contract value. This is the Detroit Lions. So where would that put him? He's making 17. So let's see what we're talking about here. Contract value. And then he's making 17. So he should be right around. So he's 41 right now. 41 as far as contract value rank. Where would you put him? Let's look at the top 10. Top 10 would be Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. I tried to say both words at the same time. CeeDee Lamb, DK Metcalf, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Brandon Ayuk, T. Higgins, DJ Moore, AJ Brown, and Calvin Ridley winds out the top 10. Tyreek Hill, that's crazy, number 11. So where are we talking about? What kind of deal are we talking about here? Mike Evans? I don't know, man. I think that, honestly, right now, look at Marvin Harrison Jr.'s rookie deal. This is his rookie deal right here. So for me, I don't know, man. That's tough. JMO has all the potential in the world, but we have yet to really see it. So I don't know, but let me know your thoughts. Would you extend Jameson Williams right now? Would you pick up his 5th-year option or you know what? Would you pick up his 5th-year option right now? Or would you extend him right now? Or would you let it play out? Or would you trade Jameson Williams for what Mike Payton said, for pick 88 and 196 in the 2025 NFL draft? Or would you trade him for another set of draft capital? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. This channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. It's because of your support I get to do what I do. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. I just got one thing to say real quick. You know, the thing about hot air balloons is that hot air balloons usually keep rising. That's the good thing about a hot air balloon. But the bad thing about a hot air balloon is eventually, you know, if you're not careful, they can pop. I'm just saying. Be careful what you wish for, man. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. If I'm a hot air balloon, it's because I keep rising.